Le director wethu uyiblocke iscene ukuthi even two portions, one with just the murder, because we were shooting a murder and a rape scene. So ubefuna version ene murder kuphela, and then the second version was the murder and the rape. But i-rape yakhona angeke si-perform, angeke si-act, izobonakala kwi-close up. Yeah. So manje into eyenzekile is that mase blocker, so what's going to happen is that ubhuti wakhona is going to push me over the car bonnet, and then we're going to fall into a close-up. So then he's going to lay on top of me, and he's going to say something, then he gets out of shot, and then you're just going to see me screaming. So masekwenzeka leyo part, ubhuti upusha ama-private parts akhe into mine whilst I'm over the car bonnet, and it gets some, like my dress is lifted. So he was meant to grab my skirts and then to a certain point, and then, but already because of my position on the car, my skirt is lifted, so all you can see is what I'm wearing underneath. And so then he pushed his privates into mine. So when we were done, he said, so I confronted him, and I was like, why did you thrust me? And he said, I take full accountability for thrusting you, Nirvana, but have grace. It's a 10 scene and a 10 set. And so,
he thrusted himself towards you, a private part again.
Yes.
And then you were acting at the same time. But when you were because like sexual assault, he must use his head, I bump physically your part. You understand what I mean?
Okay, so then what do we call this?
I'm trying to figure it out with it. Because like, no, but is there any footage in
there is footage, but you don't see him doing that. Because it's a close-up, yes.
Yeah, you're my problem, I understand. As long who can come forward like being your witness and say, I saw him thrusting himself towards you, but again, if you can check the meaning of sexual assault, my sister, you must touch your private part physically like this. And then he can as if you were acting, may I want to let my sister.
Yeah, but I think I don't think you understand, Baba, because when I look at
no, it's a court. Mama, let's say we're going to court, man, again. They want to understand what really happened.
Yes, but when I look on the government website, it says sexual assault occurs when a person sexually violates another person without their consent. It doesn't have anything to do with hands. Because if he didn't have hands and he still did that to me, then are we going to say it's not sexual assault?
My sister, as a issue, do you have witnesses? He was thrusting himself, he thrust himself. Inside, was it okay? Did he take it out? My sister.
What do you mean? No, he didn't take it out. So it's not rape.
No, my sister. Remember, rape is wrong penetration.
Yes.
And then remember, somebody can touch with a
yes.
And then you were both of you at the time you were naked, my sister.
No, I wasn't naked.
No, it's sexual assault, man.
Sexual assault, no me rape.
Sexual assault, my sister.
Okay.
That definition is very vague. I specifically my sister.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes, because like he was wearing something as much as wearing something.
Yes.
And then that internal love. But it must be supposed to be. I explain as I could understand my sister.
Angeza Baba?
I'm trying to explain to you so could understand the real definition of sexual assault. Well, you check just a sec, my sister. Nah, it's not that one. And a real. Okay. Definitions, page 9. Okay. Who's your pen up? Oh, my sister. Can we make it an inquiry? That's what we get further statements from like witnesses about what happened.
Yes, but you're okay, Baba. The people who are there, the production company who investigated themselves, are saying that nobody saw it because people were on the other side of the camera. Mina, I believe somebody saw it, but I think they're not going to come up because they want to keep their work. Regardless, he admitted to doing it. He admitted to assaulting me. He admitted to thrusting me. And he admitted it in front of people.
Who are those people? Are they willing to give me a statement, my sister?
They should. I don't know if they would be willing, but I also have correspondence that indicates that this is what happened and they were present. I have correspondence that indicates Uguti people were aware of what was going on.
Oh, when you say correspondence, what is that? What do you mean?
Like WhatsApp messages, emails indicating from the production company that they would facilitate an apology because they witnessed the admission of guilt.
As I'm saying, who are those people who were there when they admitted that thing?
It's the two directors and the producer as well as some of the crew. But I don't know the crew by name. I only know the directors and the producer.
And the producers?
Yes.
Okay, do you have their numbers?
I have one of their numbers.
One of their numbers. Okay, it's fine, my sister. And then whenever you feel that's how you feel. But remember, in this instance, we're not going to arrest anyone. We are going to get what you call statements and check and take it to court and see what the court will decide. No?
Yes, that's fine. That's fine. Because I was told that it would be a civil matter because the production company said that they would facilitate an apology. So, whichever, I was also told somewhere they would make an inquiry because it's complicated. But I don't think it's that complicated because he did it. He assaulted me, and there were witnesses to the admission of guilt. So it's a labor case as much as it is a civil, as much as it is a criminal case.
But I just want to be honest. When a criminal, my sister, is going to be very difficult to prove it.
That's fine. That's fine. It can be a civil case because the production company said that they would facilitate an apology. So now, because I was waiting, because this happened in September last year. I've been waiting for them to organize that apology.
September last year.
Yes, September last year. So since that time, nothing has happened, and we followed up multiple times, and they kept saying that they're going to do something. Now they are saying they're not going to do anything. So they said I must come to the cops and report this matter, which is what I'm doing now.
Remember, we don't do civil matters, we do criminal matters, my sister.
Yes, I understand, but I'm here at the cops because I was told to come here.
No, my sister. As I'm saying, I want to for an inquiry before you go by criminal matter so that you can get further investigation. Because I want my sister trusting That's not sexual assault, trust him. But I'm trying to get somewhere, a book there to check.
What do you? Yeah, okay, but so.
Remember, my sister, you were in a scene. You were acting, and you were doing what you call a rape scene.
Yes, Baba, but what you're not understanding is that we were not meant to perform the rape. There was not meant to be any simulation of the act. So the boundary was very clear. So I don't understand when you say just because we're in a scene, it was okay.
As I'm saying, when I'm trying to check with you, yes.
I wouldn't vex at all.
You know what, my sister, no? It's about communication, they're taking it from me because, I don't want to associate, but I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not promising anything it's going to go forward this case, no?
Okay, no, but I need us to be clear that we both, because if you don't believe that this is sexual assault, then how are you going to be motivated to take it to court?
Listen, I heard you are doing what you call investigation.
Yes, Baba, but
and investigation is we have to obtain statements.
Yes.
Yes, and then from there the court will decide what is the way forward like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not the one who's going to decide. It's the court who's going to decide.
Or is going to decide whether this was sexual assault or not.
Or what? Yes, we can open the case, my sister. We are not saying we're not going to open the case. Hear me right? Yeah?
Yes, I hear you, Baba. But my concern, my biggest concern is that you are saying that sexual assault only happens if somebody uses their hands, and then you're on top of that saying that.
Remember, and then you were wearing. He was wearing.
Yes, but then just because he was wearing doesn't mean it wasn't sexual assault.
My sister, as I'm saying, he is very vague. They had explanation now from the internet, but today's now the real explanation. I check it out, I understand, but then it's fine.
What? Okay, no, please read the one. Yes, but ngicela ufundele onayo ku page 9. Ngicela ungifundela yona.
My sister.
Yes, but you said you were going to read the one on page 9. Please read the one on page 9 so that I understand what sexual assault is in the context of the cops.
My sister, we are wasting time enjoying a colane.
Baba, but I need to understand what I'm getting. If I'm opening a sexual assault case and you're telling me this is not sexual assault and that I need to read it from page 9, please read it from page 9.
Remember, my sister, it's about really case. So that's what I've said.
No, Baba, I need to understand what I'm getting myself into.
Really case.
Yes, but I'm saying, yes, Baba, but you're not. Baba, please ask him to read what his definition on page 9.
Investigation. I don't see why we have to go back and forth.
We must open the case for you, and the case has been opened for you.
Yes.
Then the investigation will take place. They will go and take the statement from the people who were there.
Yes.
So, to make this case, if there's a case, or to make it stronger.
Yes.
Then if there's a case, the witnesses give a statement to support your statement.
Okay.
Then the docket will be taken to court.
Okay.
Then the magistrate will decide, the court will decide, not him. He's just an investigating officer, just ordinary police officer like myself.
Okay.
I'm just opening the docket. We don't judge you.
Okay.
Then we do the right thing. That's why when we open the docket, it's for investigation purposes.
Okay.
Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well today. Guys, kuningi. I don't even know where to start. Like, there's just a lot going on. So if I mispronounce any names, please do forgive me in advance. So you guys, there is an actress called Nirvana Nokwe Ieaks. She's actually a former Outlaws actress, right? So she is accusing Bonko Khoza of sexual assault, okay? And I think, unfortunately, we still have people who don't understand what sexual assault is, right? But before we talk about the sexual assault, let me just tell you what is happening. So, former Outlaws actress Nirvana Nokwe Ieaks says she was sexually assaulted. Guys, please do not mind my voice and the heavy breathing. I have flu. As in the morning, I just woke up. So you can just imagine, like, kuningi, guys. So she says she was sexually assaulted by actor Bonko Khoza during the filming of Red Ink in 2023. Okay. Nirvana shared emails allegedly sent to production, raising concerns about how the matter was handled, and says she will never return to traditional media. She says she was told that she would never find work again in the industry if she reported or spoke out publicly about this. What shocked her the most was that the producer who was in charge of the production is a woman, yet she chose to handle the situation the way she did, okay? So obviously you already had the voice note, you guys, and that alone can tell you, Hore, if our subs, if our own police do not know what sexual assault is, I'm getting more worried, guys. I'm literally getting more worried because this is not the first time something like this happened. Unfortunately, it's just that some of the things that happen, guys, they don't go viral or they don't happen to people who are famous. And most of the time, even if it happens to people who are famous, they do not talk about it. They do not speak out because when they start speaking out, they lose their jobs, they lose their career, they will never work again. And you can already imagine the economy is bad. The economy is so bad. So sometimes you just feel like, okay, let me just let it slide so that I can secure a bag. We have people who are parents. Even if you're not a parent, we have people who are breadwinners at home. So when you're just weighing, okay, if I report this, I might lose my job, my dependents, what are they going to eat? So it really makes sense for me, you know. So in the voice note, guys, you can hear the police saying, but that is not sexual assault. I'm like, what do you mean? And unfortunately, there are women who, even not even women, guys, because even men get raped or sexually assaulted, okay? So we still have people to this day, guys, who go to the police station to open a case against someone, and the police officer will tell them, no, but the like if for instance you go open a case and tell them, Hore, my boyfriend slapped me or my neighbor slapped me, trust me, they will tell you, Hore, but there is no evidence. If you don't show, like, you're not swollen or there's no blood or something that is kind of like scaring you, so your case won't be strong. Guys, tell me you've never experienced this. I'm sure so many of you have. They will literally tell you to your face, Hore, your case won't hold to anything because you are not hurt like that. Like, you're not hurt like that. You're not even bleeding. So what do you mean you're gonna be opening a case? So just talk to that person, forgive one another, and things like that. Same with this case. This lady already explained, Hore, this guy pushed his private part into hers, and this is not something you can see. Like, if you're a woman, you can relate to this. Like, this is not something you can see, even on camera. Unfortunately, this is not something you can tell, or, oh, this really, really happened, or even if it was captured on camera. But she says she went to confront this guy, Ubongo, right? And he did admit, Hore, I'm sorry. The scene was heavy, whatever, whatever, which is not an excuse. It is not an excuse, you guys. It is not at all. And unfortunately, we still have women who do not believe Nirvana. So many women actually are like, why are you reporting this now? Even after her saying, I'm not reporting this now, I've reported this literally the day it happened. I went to the managers, whatever, the production or producers. I did report this. They said they will handle it. They didn't do anything about it. And now I'm deciding to speak out. We still have people who are like, but why now? The timing is wrong. If you came at least last year, guys, what do you mean? What do you mean? And we still, if this lady's let's say she chose to unalive herself, because there was a point where she said she literally at some point wanted to unalive herself. If she unalived herself and just wrote a letter, people were going to say, but why didn't she speak out, you know? So you can never, like, guys, in my previous videos, on my other channel, I did say, when are women going to get a break? We are never going to get a break, Sana. Because whether you keep quiet or speak out, people will still blame you, okay? I don't know how do you guys feel about this, but for me personally, I believe, oh, Nirvana, you guys. And just because your favorite actor did something or is accused of doing something, and when you love them so much, it doesn't mean it did not happen, okay? Please. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. I will definitely see you on the next one.